Hello and welcome. This is Lucy the Bold, and um, excuse me. So one of the things I found or figured out finally was about the blue ice stuff, and I wanted to do a recording on it. Plus, those large blue domes in the shroud areas that require an offering, okay, for some type of monster, like in my last episode. So, the one that I did in the Albany Summits, let me get out of this and I'll show you my map. Okay. Over here at Lake Luma, for instance, there's this little area down in here, all right, and I came across the lake. I killed 4 of those big gelatinous creatures, and then I came up to a blue nodule about right in here, all right, and what that did is when I defeated the fell monstrosity, I also got the monstrous ribs. Now, the interesting thing about the monstrous ribs are that when I come over here and I speak to the huntress, okay, she should have a new, yes, here it is, the Plague Bringer hood, the Plague Bringer chest piece, the gloves, the trousers, and the Plague Bringer boots. So to make it, you only have to have the critter glands, which are a little bit on the harder side to get. You get those out of the Nomad Highlands from the felled enemies. Of course, the monstrous ribs, and you can also get the monstrous ribs in the Nomad Highlands by killing the felled monstrous boss. All right, and then leather. So now, of course, it's level 16 stuff, but at this point in the game, I would use it for a transmog, because I think it's kind of cool looking, you know. Yeah. So,
Be the hunter, not the hunted.
Yes, ma'am. She has spoken. Also, too, okay, these incinerate bombs, they have saved my bacon several times today. Okay, and I also want to take some of these out with me as well, because I have ran into that mist that's out there in the shroud, and it is not friendly by a long shot. It's very nasty to tangle with. I'm not really certain what would protect you from it. I don't know if ice protection would help or if antidote would help. You know, it is just one of these really bizarre creatures. Alright, so we are going to go back out there, and let me empty a few things out first. Alright, as you can see, I have been farming the living crap out of stuff. I think that's in my other chest. Because initially I was, you know, hunting ice for discolored ice because the barber says he needs discolored ice of all things. You know, what does he know? So yeah. And let's see here. This is level 33 stuff. Make a little bit of room here. Okay. So we are going to make sure we have ate some food. Drink that. Do this. And then, you know what? I don't remember how long this stuff lasts for. Poison protection, 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go over this way. I knew I had built a destruction tank person for a reason. Okay. So, you see this thing here, alright? And I want to get my axe. This is the enshrouded ice. I was looking all over the place at ice, and then I happened to chop one of these things down and realized that's what gives you the enshrouded ice. The barber needs it for making turquoise hair coloring. So I'm going to give him all that he wants. Okay, you see that blue stuff moving across the screen over there? That shit is deadly. This plain and simple. It is super deadly. We are going to put down some different types of bombs here. Okay. Yeah, it's a living creature. I don't know if anybody else has ran into this thing. Swords don't work against it. Shoot. And I am out of... Hammers don't work against it. Arrows don't work against it. And when you kill it... See, I'm going to go into it just so you can see what happens. See, I'm taking 61 points of damage. And I am not showing any signs. And you have to drink several healing potions to get rid of this stuff. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but it's nasty. It don't like you. And it'll make your life a living hell. And it doesn't seem to give you anything. It can climb hills. It can climb sheer straight up walls. It can go down hills. So if anybody has a really good way of defeating that stuff, and if they know if you can get anything for it, let me know. See, it's moving away now. And I had killed a couple pieces of it over here. Okay, where I cratered the ground at. But I don't have anything to pick up from it. Alright, so let's go out here. Onto the lake. I am looking around to see if there's more of that stuff. Okay. Oh shoot, I had that happen to me once before already today. And I literally died in a matter of seconds. Let me get my bearings on where I want to be at. Okay, I need to be over that way. All right. Now, am I still in Deadly Shroud? Right along the edge of it. I can't figure out anything on this weird music. I'm sure you guys are hearing it in my headphones. Okay, this is the other thing I wanted to show you guys while we're out here. I reset so that way this thing will spawn. Okay, so you come over here and you give it the shroud cord. Alright. And you get one of these guys. Come on. Come on. Go down for me. Die like a good monster. Alright. Okay, so you loot it. You get 2. You used 1, you get 2. You get the fell monstrosity heads. You get the monstrous ribs, which gives you the transmog for the new armor set. And you get the legendary runes. Okay, so now let's go down onto the lake. And we'll keep our heads pointed up to the sky. Oh, there's one right there. Okay, and kill that thing. Because, yeah, it shoots lightning at you if it gets down to the ground. It's not a fun time. Okay, and then it's going to stay up there and then you'll see it start to fall. See, there's another one out there in the distance. And then you get those shroud berries. We'll see how close up we can get. And I'm using poisonous steel arrows against it. Alright, let's see here. We're pretty close to this. We're going to make that my waypoint. Because I actually only have 8 more minutes left. Because of all the damage I took from that one monster. Alright, here's my cave. Well, not my cave, but I has my home in it. My sanctuary, so to speak. I put the wagon out here as well as the wheelbarrow and the 2 heavy duty lights. Shooey. Close that. Yep. So like I said, every one of my characters has one of these homes. And then you can see there's still some silver in here. Okay. And I'm not in the shroud, but the shroud fluctuates. If I stand too close to my fireplace sometimes, it will start affecting me. So, let's take a look at the inventory. Okay. Now, these things I had because you have to, when you're talking to Gomer Pile for hair coloring. Alright. So he, for the blue, you know, and the greens, he wants those type of things. And if you talk to, yeah, Um, let's see here. If you talk to Alden Crowley, the collector, he's the one that tells you where to get the stones at to make the hairstylist happy. Alright, let's go back to my place. And I have no idea whatsoever of what to call that thing that creeps along the ground other than death. Because it's not pleasant, man. Having my world set to nighttime is kind of nice because my animals
Considering some bangs, are
all
we?
sleep.
Oh!
They call this enshrouded ice marvelous. It doesn't melt or lose its shape, and it's forever tinged in this breathing turquoise, genius turquoise, of course. Alright, time to put this enshrouded ice away. It won't be a good addition to my tea, and I need my tea to focus. Because, dear, I am about to mix the most refreshing color of the century. Hair color quest completed.
A good barber is worth his weight in gold.
Yes. Okay. So now we have green. And I currently have blue on. Now I did find that there is a little bit. Okay, that changed. Okay. There we go. I found that sometimes it's better to change your hair and then do we want that? Yeah, that looks pretty good. See, and then you get the purple, or you can go green. So now I have all of these really cool colors. I like the blue. I'm going to stay with the blue for now. Still doesn't offer blue, green, or purple for your eyebrows. Okay. Eye colors are still the same. And you cannot color your skin any of those crazy colors. Okay. Now, so remember I said we got those ribs from the monstrosity. So you come over here and you talk to her. Okay. Plague Bringer Hood. Level 16. Plague Bringer chest piece. So, extra 40 seconds in the shroud, plus 32 to stamina. Yada yada yada. Shroud resistance, range critical strike chance. Good set for level 16 person for a ranger. However, I would not want to fight that particular monstrosity. I think I would do the one in Nomad Highlands because it's not going to be quite so hurtful.
Station.
So, you know, we have that, and then if you watched, and it may still be going on Twitch, you get Scholar of the Imperium Helm, Imperium Pants, the Imperium Gloves, Scholar of the Imperium Boots, and Scholar of the Imperium Cloak, and then of course you get the large salon mirror, okay, which I think is pretty cool. And then, of course, you can come over here and you can talk to her, your carpenter, whoever you're using. You get the salon stool, and you get the salon sink. And then, if you keep scrolling down, where you get the small salon mirror and the large mirror. You can get the small mortar. Okay. And then, of course, you get all these new fences. Pretty nice, especially if you want to do the oh, hey, that's actually a wooden fence door. Nice. I don't think there's another door in here. Yeah, no. Yep. There is not. So that is the only one that's got the door on it. Very interesting. You get the decorative dividers in case if you don't want the ones that Yin makes.
Goodbye.
Okay, let's go upstairs. There are some new foods to be had now. Shut that, some of my animals. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, I told you to talk to her. There we go.
Patience and care, friend.
A green that represents life and renewal.
Oh?
Yeah, okay. Many plants are green. The brightest I ever saw was when I traveled the Nomad Highlands with the caravan. My friend and I were on a nightly walk when we wandered into this field of fluorescent flowers, but the next day they were gone. That is strange. Remember what I was saying? All of the flowers only come out at nighttime.
Don't overwork.
So, alright. Yeah, no, I still haven't completed this because I don't have a weapon yet that I want to socket into it. And yes, this is new as well, the invisible barrier. I like the purple color. Too bad you can't see it on you. Okay, so the blacksmith also makes the monstrous armor, but he makes the blackguard helmet, which I like because it looks like an ant's head with the feeler antennas. I also like the look of the blackguard chest armor, the gloves, the pants, and the blackguard boots. And then, of course, you probably already aware that you get the ladle, all these neat pots and pans, and I have, haha. So there was an update today at 10 o'clock this morning, Central Standard Time for me, 10 o'clock for everybody else is whenever it is. But yeah, so now I can start making the shroud vapor, which is needed for a lot of the recipes. Okay, so what I did is use an XYZ. I put one of the new kettles, cooking kettles, into the oven, and then I put that one onto the fire, and I put the herb grinder up there on the shelf, and then I put some more dishes and pots and pans, and then I put two more of those containers down on the floor just to kind of make it pretty looking. Okay, so now for what she can do for us. Shadow Bloom wrap. Okay, gives +4 to Constitution, +4 to Shroud protection. All right, Shroud Blooms. If you watched my last video, you know that we can find those in the Kinois. And then the Kala Luna Soup. +3 to Dex, +3 to Shroud protection. I think it's really pretty. It reminds me almost of a miso soup, which I would totally mow down on. And then the Glimmer Gentian Tea. +3 to Stamina Recharge, +5 to Shroud Protection. Okay. And I think that was the only no thing that she does besides the Shroud infused farm soil, which
Farewell.
let's take a quick look out here, because I was kind of hoping with that farm soil you might be able to oh, look at that. I'm going across. That is nice. I like it. So now you can make the Shroud Flare seedlings, which I really don't know why you'd want one of those growing in your garden, because it'll attack you. The hazelnut tree. So now we can get fresh hazelnuts, which I like them in real life too. The only thing that I noticed as far as the tree was this basswood tree seedling. And I don't know if that is a common one or not. So let's make 10 of those, and then I'll plant them, and then at some point, we'll see what happens. Why are my doors open? My doors shouldn't be open. Look at that. Every one of the stinking doors is open. Huh. Okay. Oh. I wanted to go up and see me in first. Let's go over here. Nope, she's not in there. Maybe she's over here at her room. Let's see if she's got anything new. Okay, so far no new quests from her, and no new
Goodbye.
armor or anything else like that. Oh yes, and the banner. See, that banner is huge. There's 2 new banners. They're both made from the by the bard. Okay, so now we need to go talk to the bard. That way you guys can not only see the banners, but you can see her musical instruments. Really? I got a kitty cat stuck? Oh, come here, little kitty. We'll rescue you, because we like you. Alright. Where's Puss in Boots at? There he is. Alright. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Here is the bard. Alright, so here's what the stands look like that you can make. And then the wall mounts, as well as more stands. I think this is awesome, being able to hang up your equipment. Don't forget, you have to make a new backpack. If you want to go from 24 spaces to 34, you have to, or 32, you have to make a new one. Alright, so we have 2 different wall tapestries. Okay. And then here's the instrument stand and the instrument holder. Yay.
What an epic
That's-
tale.
That's all they have. Let's go back downstairs real quick. All right.
Hi.
Now let's see here. Of course, the critter explosion, the fell confusion pheromones, which I don't really know what that's supposed to do to the, can be thrown to create a pheromone cloud that confuses fell enemies who run around in panic when affected. Okay. They changed the look of the lightning spells a little bit. Pretty cool. This is a new spell. I've actually found some of these out there. The Healing Beam channel. Of course, you can make the coloring station. You can also make these. Shroud Nexus. Takes a lot though. It's easier just to go out and find them. Let's see if we have a monstrosity outfit for the mage. Oh, we do not? Oh, here it is. The Omen Helmet. Oh, it's one of those flower people. You could look like a pretty flower. Now the chest piece. I like that chest piece. That is awesome looking. So, going to be doing some harvesting of fell monstrosities. That is for sure. Okay, so that is it for today. Let me, you know what? I liked the look of the one over here. I want to take a picture of it because it's pretty awesome. And then we'll end the episode today. Alright, so please hit like, please hit subscribe, and thank you so very much for watching my channel. Spread the word. I am still trying to grow my channel, and I want to start doing live. I don't know what day I want to do live on. Most likely probably on a weekend. And we will go from there. I'll let you know as soon as I have decided on a day and a time for the live streams. Thank you.